everyone, GP611 here. Today I'm going to show you my Big City deck. It's a deck I've been playing with for a while and I really like it, so yeah, rate and fix it. Okay, let's go. First card, Elemental Hero Stratos, more or less the centerpiece of this deck. It's an 1800 Elemental Hero beater. When it's summoned, you can either grab an E-Hero from your deck to your hand, or destroy spell and traps up to the number of E-Heroes you control. He's not included in the count. So it's basically, a card that gains you some advantage on its summoning. Really helps. 2 Elemental Hero Ocean. In your standby phase, you can add an E-Hero back to your hand. And it basically just lets you recycle all your stuff if you ever need to discard for something or just whatever. Kind of get you that easy +1 in your standby phase. At 1500 though, he does need some protection sometimes. 2 Elemental Hero Neos Alias. It's a great 1900 attack point beater. It's better than Heat because he starts out at 19 instead of 18. And he can match up with cards like Doom Caliber, Thunder King, even just random 1900 stuff like Flamvell Fire Dog or something. 2 Wildheart. It's got 1500, so it's pretty weak, but surprisingly, 1600 defense actually makes a difference. And his immunity from traps kind of helps you out too. 2 Heat, because he starts at 18 just initially, and then he gains 200 for every other E-Hero. He maxes out at 26, so he can even get above Monarch if you build up your swarm a little bit. Cyber Dragon for the 2100 that you know, whenever you need it. Rhoda, grab your Stratos, or whatever other E-Hero you need, but generally Stratos. E-Call, 3 of them. These plus Rhoda just basically means you're gonna get a Stratos first turn. If not, you're at least gonna have some, you'll always have searching power when you need it. 2 Skyscraper 2. I used to run 3 of these. It kind of became dead draw, and I needed space for other cards anyways. It special summons when you remove from play E-Heroes. Or, not remove from play. It special summons an E-Hero from your grave that was destroyed by battle. And that really helps out because they're not all the strongest monsters. I mean, I have protection, but this still helps. 2 Lightning Vortex. Once again, I like this card, this format. It lets you discard Ocean's Effect. You'll usually just get the monster back in your standby phase. And, wipe out your opponent's field. 3 Book of Moon. This card is great for it's really flexible. You can get around a lot of stuff, and then it helps you in the battle phase too. 3 Shrink. Get over any monster that kind of comes across your path. My Body is a Shield. Protect your monsters at the cost of 1500. Smashing Ground and Fissure. More destruction cards because this deck sometimes needs it. MST. Hit a spell or trap. Heavy Storm, blow the field of spell and trap. 3 Royal Oppression. It's an interesting card, and it really works in this deck because you're barely ever special summoning. The only special summons you'll ever do is with Skyscraper 2 and Cyber Dragon, so it really helps. It slows down a lot of the top decks, and since this is kind of an anti-meta thing, it helps it keep up, and, yeah. 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Bounce big monsters or synchros or fusions or whatever back to the hand. And just, other random purposes you might find. 2 Sakuretsu Armor. I'm going to be replacing this with D-Prison, but anyways, whenever a monster attacks, just use this, destroy it. 2 Divine Wrath. I thought about siding these, but it's actually pretty interesting main decking them. It comes in handy a lot of times. It can just kill monsters just like that. The discard seems like a big deal, but if you know what you're doing, it's not really that bad since this deck maintains hand and field presence a lot, and Ocean can usually get back, whatever you need. Plus, it's a counter trap. Torrential when you kind of need to clear the field up because you're not as high an advantage. And Solemn just because, everyone likes Solemn to get whatever you want. So that's my Elemental Hero Big City deck. Please rate and fit.